I did have sex with him, and I told you that it was way before your time.
So you admit, Ms. Rainey, that there was another guy, but you thought Mr. Jones was cheating.
I ain't thought I knew.
So you knew he was cheating.
If he was pregnant, I would have said his baby ain't mine.
You stand here, you're very strong, you're opinionated, I can do this, I got my own life. That's not what a strong woman does. And I want to understand that.
Miss Rainey has come to court in order to sue Mr. Matthews due to his accusations and child neglect.
Ms. Rainey, you are here today requesting 2 paternity tests and suing the man you say is the father of your children. You admit that you slept with one other man during the time of conception, but you argue that was only because Mr. Matthews refused to accept his responsibility.
Yes. But Mr. Matthews professed that Miss Rainey was not that innocent.
Mr. Matthews, in your statement, you claim you have every reason to doubt you are the father of Ms. Rainey's children. You say she is known to be promiscuous and even named her son after another man.
Yes, Your Honor.
You say you are confident the children are not yours, and that will be proven when today's DNA results are revealed.
Yes, Your Honor.
So the trial begins with the regular trivia.
Ms. Rainey, why did you name your son after another man?
He told me to.
Yeah,
He told you to.
And the reason is, when I found out I was pregnant, I told him and the other person that it was between both of them.
No, you weren't sleeping with anybody else during the time of conception.
I slept with him and Rondell.
Mr. Matthews was not ready to go easy on the baby's mama.
I have to say that it's not possible that it can only be between me and one other person. She is known to have family trees in her.
So that's why she named her child Sully.
No, you tried to get me an ultimatum.
So
like,
what you're saying
if you don't marry me, then I'm gonna marry him. I'm like, well, you need to be marrying him and marrying him, because I'm not going to.
Me, but you always chose not to because you was worried about what other people say.
So the baby mama did cheat. Still, she was sure who was the baby daddy.
I did have sex with him, and I told you that it was way before your time.
So you admit, Ms. Rainey, that there was another guy, but you're saying not in the time frame.
Only between them two.
In terms of the time frame of conception.
Correct.
What? A sexual relationship means nothing to him.
So, Mr. Matthews, you're admitting that you continually sleep with her and have at least a sexual relationship with her.
Sex is sex. It ain't nothing important like, ain't no.
Well, it's important when it produces people.
Who gonna have sex with somebody for 8.5 years and don't have no feelings, period, point blank? Let's be real.
This woman needs a huge round of applause for what she did.
But you're criticizing her, and yet you openly admit you were living off of her and letting her take care of you.
Listen, I don't care if she was at the store panhandling for money all day. If she came back and gave it to me, I'm gonna take it.
Because he's nothing, he's nowhere.
Now, Mr. Matthews, if these kids are yours today, you're gonna be paying for it.
Even Judge Lake wanted to know how anyone can be this contemptuous.
How do you disrespect her mother on this level and think that it's okay?
Because he don't respect
herself.
You
know, because she don't respect herself.
You can take the time out your day talking about somebody who you got a child by.
She talking about working on a pole, like she
yourself.
Be proud of it. Like you proud that you had sex with her whole family. Oh yeah, I did.
Well, yeah, I'm on Lake's side too.
You stand here, you're very strong, you're opinionated, I can do this, I got my own life, I'm equal, I can sleep with who I want, I can do who I want, and yet your actions in staying with a man that treats you this way for over 8 years, that don't add up to me. That's not what a strong woman does, and I want to understand that.
Ugh. People need to be schooled on this.
I'm 26 now. I gotta live with my cousin because I don't have no help. And if I need help, $1, I can't even get $2 from him to get on the bus to take his kids to the doctor.
As a mother, you're understanding that the love and support of a father is valuable.
Yes, because my daddy wasn't there. And where I'm staying at now, my daddy is around the corner. Do my daddy come around the corner to see me? Oh, he don't.
What? He teaches his kids not to be like him? What a shame.
Are these your only possible children, Mr. Matthews?
No, I got 6 kids.
Besides these 2?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you take care of those children?
No.
I do what I can. I talk to them, I tell them stuff, I teach them like how to not be like me, how not to, you know, like for real. Like, and that's just real. Like, but
whew, he's got some nerve. Let's get that result.
In the case of Rainey versus Matthews, when it comes to Renaya Matthews, Mr. Matthews, you are indeed her father. In the case of Rainey versus Matthews, as it pertains to Sally Sanders, Mr. Matthews, you are his father.
In this case, Mr. Fields and Miss Nicholson are taking the same shots at each other.
Mr. Fields, you state you are here for the sake of your 1-year-old son. You claim the defendant has lied to you, cheated on you, and even told you herself that you are not the child's father.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Nicholson, you deny being unfaithful and say Mr. Fields is the one who has cheated, and you can prove it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Testimony proceeds with the doubt part.
Now, Mr. Fields, what exactly has Ms. Nicholson done to make you doubt paternity?
Well, Your Honor, Sharice is a liar. The reason why I'm saying this is because Sharice gets off of work at 5 o'clock in the morning and she doesn't come home until 9 o'clock. Not to mention that I found numerous amount of panties in her vehicle.
Excuse me.
Your Honor. Along with an overnight bag.
Your Honor.
If you have an overnight bag and we live together, why do you have an overnight bag, Sharice?
But Miss Nicholson denied and claimed to have proof of him cheating on her.
He's the one who's the cheater. He sends me videos, pictures. I've seen text messages, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of that. There's proof that he's cheating. I also have a video stating that
Okay, Your Honor, and I've told her everything. I've told her even before I've done such a thing.
Excuse me. This relationship is at rock bottom.
Whoopsie. Sounds scandalous enough for you. Yet it gets juicier with the twist proof.
What proof do you have?
I have a video showing that he's having sexual conduct with
Your
this
Honor.
lady. May I show you?
You submitted this video to the court.
Yes. I had to block out some things, of course, but...
Your Honor, I'm going to tell you how much of a dishonest person she
Excuse me,
is.
he's
All
in
right.
a public bathroom.
Let's take a look at that evidence.
The only excuse is he cheats because she cheated first. Ugly, but true.
Your Honor, I did it out of anger, and I told her that I was going to cheat because she said she was going to cheat. Your Honor, just this morning before we got here hours ago, she told me that she slept with another man, and she took my son to go see him last week. That's actually his dad.
Excuse me, Your Honor. I did not say that this morning. What I said to him was, you keep telling me that he's not your son, so yeah, I'm gonna let you believe that he's not your son.
Judge Lauren has no tolerance for the nonstop wrangle in the courtroom.
So listen, this relationship obviously isn't going very well.
No.
Obviously not.
Neither one of you trust the other, but I need you to take me back during the window of conception so I can understand what exactly is going on and why is there an issue surrounding this child's paternity.
Woohoo! Now he's claiming that she told her to cheat on her. I guess his quality of baffling is worse like him.
She says, go ahead and do it. I want to see you do it. Send me the video after you're done.
Excuse me, why would I want my boyfriend to cheat on me? What female wants that? Does it make sense? It doesn't.
Your Honor,
Who wants to be cheated on?
She says that out her mouth, along with her sister saying that she's a cheater and that boy is not mine.
Things just keep getting worse and worse.
But you were seen walking in the back hallway with him on camera.
What camera? Where is it at? Where's the footage? Since I'm cheating, where is the footage to show the judge?
Do you have any evidence of this, Mr. Fields?
Yes, I do, but it's currently not here.
Therefore, that's not evidence.
And therefore,
That's
I
irrelevant.
cannot hear it. If you're gonna come to court, you gotta be prepared.
All the beans spilled gave this round to the court.
You begin to tell him, well, if you don't think the baby is yours, then I'll just tell you the baby's not yours. And you do understand, Miss Nicholson, that's just making a bad situation worse. Because what you're giving him is, something to hang his hat on. Not just for you two because you're going tit for tat and back and forth and can't get along, but for the child.
Judge Lake heard enough from them. Now it's time for the result.
In the case of Fields versus Nicholson, when it comes to 1-year-old Kazir Fields, Mr. Fields, you are his father.
The man who had an affair with a married woman is surprised to find out he might not be the father of her child.
Mr. Angelari, you claim the defendant, Ms. Vargas, was married and having an affair with you when she got pregnant. Now, you say she initially told you that you were not the father of her 11-month-old son, but then dropped the bomb that the child was indeed yours.
That is correct.
After her marriage was over.
That is correct.
So when her marriage started to go south, she got intimate with Mr. Angelari.
First of all, Your Honor, Miss Vargas and I, we were never in a relationship.
Okay.
We worked together. We were good friends. She would come to me to confide with me over her rocky relationship that she had with her husband. Then a few weeks later, she came in, said it's the last straw. I'm completely done with him. Then next thing you know, we became better friends. She had brought her kids over a few times. We'd go out at night.
Well, after that much drinking, it's possible the child was conceived.
We started drinking a lot together. One night, we ended up back at my place. We'd been at the club, we got turned up, we were out there doing our thing. We went to the house, started doing our thing.
Our thing.
Yeah.
That night, when we, you know, had sexual intercourse, you planned to get me pregnant. I feel like you did.
Oh, no, that's a lie.
Hold on.
Now this is the time Judge Lauren Lake has to tell him to pipe down.
I realize that you may hear some things that will evoke intense emotion.
Yes, Your Honor.
But you're not gonna clown or act a fool or use inappropriate language in this courtroom. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor, I apologize.
So you gotta find a better way to express yourself.
All right, I can understand.
Oh, here comes a stalker. They didn't even stop flirting in the courtroom.
Even my friends at work would always tell me, like, you know, he's looking at you again. Look at him.
And they said the same thing to me.
Really?
Look, Vanessa's over there looking at you.
Why would I look at you if I didn't have any feelings for you? If I didn't like you?
I don't know.
He was doing this stalker thing where you know, he would be looking at me and I'd turn and look and yeah, there he goes, staring at me again.
Well, look at you, you're beautiful. Come on now, any kind of man that likes women would stare at you.
Does it mean being separated from your husband gives you the pass of cheating?
So at this point, you're married, Ms. Vargas.
Your Honor, at the time we were separated.
So you two were intimate.
Yes, just once.
And then you found out you were pregnant.
Yes, Your Honor.
So within a 30-day or less time period, you had been intimate with your husband and also Mr. Angelari.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
She even doubled back on her pretext and checked what slipped out.
So when you first found out you were pregnant, Ms. Vargas, did you call Mr. Angelari and say this child is yours?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you told him it was his.
I first did.
Then you decided I want to try to work this out with my husband. So you tell your husband that it's his.
There could be a chance that it was his.
Another lie.
Okay, so this is why he wanted to get to the bottom of this matter.
I just reunited with my father after 15 years and it's been great. It's been tough growing up without a dad. And I don't think any kid deserves growing up without either one of their parents. So that's why I want to get to the bottom of this.
Now it's time to solve this riddle for the poor baby's sake.
In the case of Angelari versus Vargas, as it pertains to 11-month-old Giovanni Vargas, Mr. Angelari, you are the father.
Miss McDuffie is in the court to prove that her ex is the father of her daughter.
Ms. McDuffie, you are here today to prove that your ex-boyfriend, Mr. Edwards, is the father of your 2-year-old daughter, Samaya. You say you are tired of the defendant denying your child and evading his responsibility. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so will a DNA test make Childs pop in and pop out to step on the plate and be a father?
Your Honor, these results are important because I know Mr. Sammy Edwards is the father. He's a pop in and pop out dad. One minute he's claiming her, the next minute she's not his daughter. And at this point, I just want my daughter to be taken care of and get the same love and support. I've allowed him opportunity. I've never denied him from his child, and I'm still getting a backlash as if this is not his daughter.
He admitted the claim without wasting a sec, making Judge Lauren Lake's job easy.
All right, so, Mr. Edwards?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh!
Yeah.
You gonna make my job easy today.
I'll be honest, you know, she said I'm gonna pop in and pop out dad or whatever, just simply because she's a gorgeous little girl, you know. I don't wanna get too attached to her or get my family too attached to her because I just don't know if she's mine or not.
So what's making him a pop in, pop out daddy?
You pop in, you pop out 1 minute, you calling her, that's good. Can I see my baby? Can I do this with my daughter?
Well,
and then now you're not. Like, I don't get it. Make up your mind.
So,
You're her dad or you're not.
Ah, everything happened in a spring fling.
So you had sex the first night?
Yeah, 3 times.
Did you use protection?
Oh, nah.
Whoa, so alcohol can drive you to produce a baby.
I'm not gonna lie, hot dog, no bun. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What in the world? What is all this sex with just no protection?
And alcohol was involved in that situation too. So.
With you, not with me, because I don't drink.
Well, you were drinking that night.
Oh, damn! She took many tests to prove her point.
I found out I was pregnant through the doctor's office. I took 48 pregnancy tests.
48?
No, it didn't come up in my urine. That is not how I found out I was pregnant.
All right.
You know that. I found out I was pregnant through a blood test.
The question is, what was with his reaction after 48 pregnancy tests?
Mr. Edwards, once you found out she was pregnant, how did you feel?
I'm not gonna lie to you. A part of me was excited, even though we really didn't know each other because, you know, I love kids, and a part of me was like man, this child may not be mine.
What? Her ex's family hit him up?
His whole family hit me up on social media.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
What?
I'm talking about harassing the hell out of me, talking about this is not your child, you're stupid, why are you taking care of this child, or why you got her, or not child, but why you got her.
How pregnant was Ms. McDuffie
like
at the
6 or
time?
7 months, you know what I'm saying, around that time.
Why would anyone play that much dirty?
He can't have kids because we went to the sperm doctor and they said his sperm is this and that, but she just recently said she keep in contact with this guy and now he has a daughter.
Okay, now she's creating a smokescreen.
I never wanted a relationship with him. It was never a relationship in the beginning, and I openly expressed that to Sammy at the time.
Yeah, that's not what you said, Miss McDuffie. That really isn't. That's not what you testified to, but as you getting going, you sort of...
Bringing out that lie. You can
No,
just
it
look
ain't
at
no lie. It's not a lie.
You can just look at her face expression.
It's
like,
not a lie.
I know she lying.
It's not a lie. How is it a lie?
Ugh. Again, having sexual contact with 2 guys at a time.
Your testimony started out one way, and the next thing you know, it ended up being that you did have a sexual relationship.
He knew I had a sexual relationship. I didn't deny that from him.
Did you know that, Mr. Edwards?
I don't know what she lied so
here
much.
you go with this,
I mean,
man. I don't play like that. I'm openly honest.
All right.
From what I knew, this man have dates.
All right.
Judge Lauren had enough of their drama. Now it's time to pop this bubble.
In the case of McDuffie versus Edwards, when it comes to 2-year-old Samaya McDuffie, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Edwards, you are the father.
Mr. Jones is in the court to prove that he is not the father of Miss Turner's baby, and his suspicions are confirmed now.
Mr. Jones, you state you have always believed you are not the father of the defendant's 5-month-old son, Amir. You claim your suspicions were confirmed after receiving a text message just 3 weeks ago. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's find out what makes him so uncertain about this baby.
Tell me why you don't believe you're the father.
Like you said, just 3 weeks ago, I received this text message. A message from Facebook from somebody I don't even know.
And this message says, why you claiming that baby? Men running in and out of her house. Get a DNA test. Don't be a fool.
So it's just a text from a hater, or the one with whom she cheated on him with?
I don't know who that is, but like I told him, you know, he got so many females. We do got people that's some haters, so it could be a little fake page.
Oh, wait a minute. You said haters?
Yes.
So you think it's a hater just texting him at 12:59 a.m.?
I know for a fact it's a little hater, because I don't even know who the person is. So they made it up, little fake page.
It was a male, Your Honor.
Ugh, she started to be cozy with her ex just because she thought her boyfriend was cheating on her.
So you start sending friendly good morning texts.
Ma'am.
How are you? How was your day? Being a little extra friendly and cozy because you thought Mr. Jones was cheating.
I ain't thought I knew.
So you knew he was cheating.
If he was pregnant, I would have said his baby ain't mine.
Fuzzy mess started when he got a voicemail of her girlfriend's unholy voice with another man.
One day she butt dialed me, or however she called me. I don't know if it was on purpose. But for me, I didn't answer the phone. It was a message
Why you ain't answer the phone, though? Why you ain't answer the phone? Where was he at?
On my voicemail.
Where was he at, though? Why you ain't answer the phone?
It was a message. It was late night. I was asleep.
Oh, he was in the hotel room.
So hold on, Miss Turner, let me hear this story. When you played your voicemail, what'd you hear?
I heard moaning.
Moaning?
I heard moaning, and I heard another man talking in the background.
Yep, it's crystal clear that Mr. Jones is trying to be the best father.
You know, a lot of times, I always tell people, when you grow up without having your father, it can go one of 2 ways. You can either be the father you never had, or you can be the father you never had. Same sentence, 2 different meanings. And I appreciate, Mr. Jones, you saying you're doing your best to be what you never had, and sometimes you don't even know how to be that.
Exactly.
All of that said, let's get to the results.
In the case of Jones versus Turner, when it comes to 5-month-old Amir Turner, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Jones, you are the father.